So I think that many people would agree that one of the most challenging things about learning another language is learning how to speak in that language. So whether you're learning Spanish or you're watching this video because you speak Spanish and you're learning English, or if you're learning any other language, speaking can be a very difficult skill to practice, to find someone to practice with, or to find other ways to practice it. So in this video, I'm going to be addressing a little bit of why speaking is so much more challenging than reading or writing for most people speaking another language, and some strategies that you can use to speak more easily and more comfortably, and just to facilitate your speaking fluency in Spanish or any language that you're learning. So before we really get into how to practice your speaking, it's important to understand why it's difficult to practice speaking. And this is from my own experience learning other languages and studying linguistics and other languages. So if you have anything to add to this, feel free to add it on in the comments down below. But why I believe speaking is so difficult in another language is because you are not only trying to produce the second or third or whichever language it is for you. And the reason that I believe it is so difficult speaking a second language is because if you are, say, reading or writing in that language, you have time to process what it is that you're trying to communicate or understand. And whereas if you are speaking, you have to produce that language on the spot. So you don't have as much time to think and write. If you are writing up an essay, you have time to kind of formulate your ideas a little bit more. You can reword them. But when you're speaking, you have to just know in your head, you have to have the information there, and you have to be able to produce it. So this is one of the reasons that speaking is challenging, and the way that you get better at it is just by practicing. But not just by practicing speaking will help you to improve your speaking, but also reading and writing more in that language. All of those skills together are going to help you in all of those abilities, including speaking. Alright, so we're going to get into some specific speaking skills that you can use if you would like to improve your oral fluency. So the fastest and probably the easiest way to practice speaking a language is to, you guessed it, to find someone to speak with, right? To find a native speaker or someone who is very fluent in that language and to practice speaking with that person. So you can find someone to speak with if you go online. You can use a website like Language Exchange or Facebook groups. You can find other people to practice speaking with, and you can practice this way for free. Or if you want something with more structure, you might consider hiring a conversation coach. And I've heard that italki is a good place to find conversation language coaches if that is what you're looking for and you think that that would be the best fit for you. I have not tried it though. I may at some point try it for French. But I've heard a lot of good things about that site and the teachers that work on there. If you have tried it, please let me know in the comments down below what you think about it. So speaking with a partner is great if you have that option. However, not everyone has that option. So I'm also going to share with you guys some strategies that you can use to practice speaking on your own. So you can still practice speaking even if it's just you. And the way that I recommend that you do this is by recording yourself. So whether you are reading from a book or an article, or maybe you have a favorite song in Spanish that you like, you could sing that and record yourself. Whatever it is that you want to practice with, read or sing that, and then listen to yourself. And you'll find that most likely you'll find that when you listen to yourself, you'll catch a lot of your own mistakes and you'll be able to improve that way. And if you choose to do it this way, you can also practice your reading skills as well. So I'm going to leave a link down below in the description bar for you guys if you would like a recommendation of a book that you can use that has short stories and also reading comprehension questions after the stories. And I like this book because the stories are very short, so they're like a page or less. There's very short stories in there, so it's easy to digest and to read, and it's just a small amount to focus on. And then you can also practice your reading comprehension as well while you do this. So to wrap up this lesson, if you have someone to practice with, or if you want someone to practice with, that is a great way to improve your speaking and probably going to help you the most. And I recommend really a combination of all of these things. It's nice to have someone to practice with, but it's also nice to be able to practice on your own. And if you don't have someone to practice with, you can definitely use the practice on your own strategy and record yourself with your phone or camera while you're practicing. Alright, I hope that you guys found this video helpful to improve your speaking skills in Spanish. If you like this video, remember to give it a thumbs up and subscribe to my channel if you have not already. I will see you guys back here next time. Ciao!